Today we're gonna be playing some Grand Theft Auto. Is that the Chameleon? Gonna go around. Oh, that's a wagon. I didn't even see it was a wagon from the front. It kind of looked like a Ferrari, but I thought it was that other. Yeah. We got. Alright, so I don't have the T20 or the Osiris. And I've been debating on this Osiris for a while because it's Bugatti. But I don't know if it's really good or not. I'll have to drive it because I don't know if I need it just to have it, kind of thing. I have a bunch of supercars and they're fast, and I have a Koenigsegg, and I should have a Pagani, but just for visual. I have a feeling there's not a lot of options for it. Bumpers on both ends, maybe a hood, and the paint. Exhaust tip. Spoiler. Skirt, maybe. There really ain't a lot to do to it. Well, some of these other cars got carried away with the weird side wings and other flaps, and I mean, it didn't drive terrible. I didn't drive it for very long. I didn't start trying to drift it. I was going for a speed in, speed out kind of approach today, so I'm already done with the Osiris. Alright, right back up out of there. Yeah, I try to do the customer car first. One, because then I don't have to get out of my car for the next two, like the plate and the driving in and the going out outside. I have to immediately call this acid truck to see where we're at, how long it's gonna goddamn be. It's kind of like a every other day, which is terrible. That or sit here. We'll see.
Hey, this is Charlie.
Purple lighting on that neon green and purple make it look yellow and blue.
Fresh meat! Long time no brooding silence, my friend! Get over here to the freak shop. We got shit to discuss. Probably. We definitely got drugs, though. Just get over here.
Come on, Mutt. Get with the program.
Good to see you. Feeling a little off?
You take too long.
Wholesale, let's do it.
Huh? Driving around what? Driving what around? Your car? Outside of the car meet? Like, oh, here I come. Oh my god, here I come. Here I come. I gotta see it. Don't go near any of the walls, like the door in, door out, because it'll do you like a pedestrian in the car. Here I come. I really want to see
G'day,
it.
boy.
You know me, I was only half a block up at the auto shop. Or, pass it. Truck. Here you go. Loading. Okay. Hi. Oh my god. That's how it should have always been. That is crazy. I'm so glad that you said something I got over here. Oh, I thought you were bringing it back around. Vehicles. I'm throwing my stuff in the background. Cool. Got a picture of that with my headlights in the smoke. That's different. That's really cool. Yeah, I've seen them without their doors and their tires and rims and that. I wish I could drive around in there. Were you in the mod shop or were you over here? In the car. Wow. So I guess my next question is, are you gonna be able to drive out right there, out the man door? You ain't got to yet. This is kind of exciting, but I'm sure that's the way out. The man door. I was wondering, does that even fit down the man stairs? I didn't think. Right here? Damn. it lets you drive back in there behind there? Yeah. Okay, that's just another. Alright. This is invisible though, you're saying. The walls are invisible right here. Dry. What? So what happens if you get, well, not right there because it'll put you outside, but like if you park anywhere else and then you try to get out, because if you park right there, it's gonna like teleport you out. If you just get out, we'll leave your car sit there. Can you use it again? There's so many questions I have. Wow, you're officially glitched. Wow. Oh. It says exit with car. Well, yeah, good thing we didn't do that earlier. They get out and back in. Exciting first 10 or 11 minutes of that. Alright. Rub my eyeball. I might ride with you. That car is relatively new to me. Casino. Casino would be a good start. I don't know if I would be able to spin the wheel, looking at the time. I don't know if I need 11:02 or 11:22. I forget. Oh boy. I might be coming back to the casino. We'll see. I already touched the acid. What was slouching? No, I already did the truck. And then I came back in to see what was going on with you. My acid's like a quarter to a third now. Also, the acid doesn't sell for as much, so I'm glad I did do it yesterday. I almost was like, I'll just wait for tomorrow. I'm glad I did do it yesterday one more time, you know? I don't know why they always do this zigzag nonsense. Oh, Grand Theft loves putting extra lefts and rights in on our way places. Like they act like that's faster than going 2 more blocks straight and then straight 2 blocks. Take left, right, left, right, left, right. We're having a little bit of lag or latency between mine and yours.
That car is money well invested.
I had to put my daily money away. Yesterday's daily. Gotta pay attention to the timer at the bottom here. Know exactly how long I need to be or come back.
Now it's
Half an
all
hour.
about quality me time.
This is 28 minutes. So
The Diamond
11:15.
Casino and Resort presents a brand new car available to win today, simply with the spin of a wheel.
Hello. I'm so sorry. We're out of
What vehicle is that? Oh, don't need it. Were you already in here today? Here I come.
Well,
I think it's funner doing these with someone, but I definitely will do them alone if I have to, you know? It's in the back of that gas station lot. It's weird. There's some man stairs we gotta use. Told you it's weird. Real goofy. They didn't want you really going down here with a motorbike. Did I put my money away? No, 1.3.
See you at the knitting circle!
Yeah, they made all this concrete slash parking, and then they walled it off. Just made it a water drainage area right here. That's all there is going on. Is collecting rain and putting it down this drain. All that's happening. God forbid there be a little grass in the city. Make this concrete too, you know? Come on, guy. My guy won't take calm steps. 27.9. 16.6. 15. It's hot. Hood is hot. Between the engine and it being black. You can go straight through that, you know, where it says to do that weird turn at the very end of our route. You can go straight. It's that underneath the mall. This way. Airtime. Lots of airtime. We going off the roof of the ruiner? Yeah. It's just jump back in the air again, straight through, and then a left. This thing doesn't weigh anything, or we're lagging. I got a little bit of latency. I got a little bit of lag on your car jumping around, just so you know. That's part of the airtime and stuff I'm seeing.
I wouldn't have time.
Even though we were in the air of that one.
The menu can give out that information over the phone. 안 했다니 무슨 말이야?
31,600.
경찰이 있든 없든 그게 무슨 상관이야? 넌
어.
내가 시키면 무조건 해. 어?
We're speaking
아무래도
Korean.
넌 준비가 안 된 것 같아.
Check out that guy. Or did you already do it?
I do my best thinking on the beat. Believe that.
Oh, power plant. Actually, since we're here, if you don't mind.
Just need to get to the next weekend, you know? Oh, sure.
Then I gotta go all the way over to the power plant. If you have Gcash or Stash, and you want to do Stash, you said you did. That park over there, basketball courts. The dealer. I appreciate it. Yep, that's one way. The way I like to get in and out is to our right. There's just an empty hole in the wall. See it behind that rock? This over here where that dirt path goes is where I usually come in and out. Because there's no stairs. Now usually I'll do educated guesses where I pull up at, where I'll get out my car at. Well, this is a true walk around.
Okay, cool. She'll be back as soon as she finishes her
So how
shift.
about a rematch?
Here it is. All right. Ammo and snacks. Come on, and don't give me 2 stars. I hear a cop though.
It's for 4 people on Saturday evening.
No cops. Do you want to do your mixed good while we're right here? And then we'll worry about hitting the power plant on the way to our bunker. Seems educated, because we'll have a helicopter next. Every time I see sell mixed goods, I realize I'm end up in a heli. I'll just stay here. Tell your assistant acquire goods. You gotta do that like 16 different times in there? No, 11. It's ridiculous. You gotta go in there. So many times they give you one package at the cost of 2 instead of 2 or 3. The cost of the package is technically 2. And then they go and they only bring you 1. Alright, see you on the other side. The rat race. Enter. Oh, fuck. I think I might have just pulled you in if you weren't already in your own. Did I? Fuck. You know, I don't know. Priority should be solo, and priority, like when you leave here, should be exit ground, and then roof, and then you pick your auto shop and garages. You know, when you leave, it should be exit to
Oh,
ground.
hi. What can I do for you? Have a good day.
But the pulling you in too, that should be. You have to go down to bring other people in, and you just go in your business if you just XXX. Same with leaving a business, it should just be the repeated X. All the other options for garages and stuff should be lower.
What's up, Jefe?
Forgot I'll need a car for this mission. It's all good. What's that? He was in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, right in your spot, waiting for you, kinda. So, internet-wise, did you get that all figured out at your spot, or are you at the other spot? I wasn't sure if you guys all had different residents and visit each other, or everyone moved from one to the other, or you didn't end up moving over internet yourself and stayed right where the internet was strongest. I wasn't sure. Buzzard. Power plant and bunker. I think that was a good line of events to get us where we need to be next. Like when I'm done with the city, instead of driving north, I usually do this here now and fly north. Take a hit real quick. Yeah. Might as well take your smoke break while he probably didn't do nothing else either. He just wanted that. Boom. Lay down in the bed and crash. All day quietly in a room that's no one's using. Yeah. I got my door wide open over a cat. I should close it because it's about where it's starting to be too cool to be doing that. throughout the day. It's definitely cool enough at night. I'm funny about running heat though. It better be cold if I'm running heat. I'm in no hurry. I'm just gonna get back in the heli and sit there. I'm gonna pack up. Dude's in a suit. They put a 40 for his prop. He's over here pouring it out. Come on, man. It's not. It's all me. It's my fault. I'm gonna have to switch it back to always sprinting. 31,000. I have it on always sprinting. 18.3. 19.7. 14. Hey, made 300,000. Sometimes it's like 230, 240. This was 312, and I don't think there was anything else I touched but this. My nightclub, my arcade, nothing. I don't know if, oh, I picked up the Gcash. That was like 15. So yeah, just under 300. My Gcash was 15,000. I got 312, so I would have made just under 300k. 297, we'll say. About there. Oh, yeah. Mixed goods was added onto it too. Good call. Objectives. Steal 10 vehicles. Call a mugger on another player. There's a little trophy for doing that in game too that a lot of people don't have. One is calling the mugger and one is successfully killing a mugger that comes for you. Which I think we might have done that back in the day when that was yeah. They gave us a bunch of body armors. So now we have to run through all these super lights and lights before you can buy more super heavies. I mean, they help you, but they don't help you. You should be able to continue to buy super heavies if that's what you're missing. Wow, my ammo's actually full. My ammo's actually full. Even the grenades. They definitely hooked us up. They gave us a little something. You don't need this dealer? Okay. I never even did pack up. I ended up stumbling through the settings. Thanks for going with me on the adventure. Oh. I heard, but I didn't know what. Carpet or hard floor, or is it like already ground up, or is it budded? So it's more of a mess. Yeah, that's alright. You'll be smoking little Napa hairs and stuff. You know what? I tried to pull that stuff out, but I'm smoking it. I'm just telling you that. I'm smoking it. You know what I mean? This is other smells and other tastes, whatever, but, no. I don't prefer to. Even my own hair, I've had random hair of mine be in the... running across the pipe from side to side or something and catch flame. Oh. Not attached to me still. Just loose hair, and it was like wrapped around the pipe or on the thumb almost, and ends up in the line of flame. I think I'm gonna get out this other stuff here. I gotta be careful with this stuff. I shouldn't be smoking this in the morning. Too many days I'm up all day smoking. When I sleep, I sleep. And even some nights when it's late, I'm like not trying to smoke this because it'll just put me out at 10:30 and I'm trying to stay up till 2. You know what I mean? So eventually I gotta smoke this stuff. I find that I need less indica than I used to. Because I try to smoke the sativa all day to keep myself going. I took a long break yesterday. I did Grand Theft and I did Switchblade, and I didn't do another broadcast that day because I didn't have big viewers. I wasn't so like one. I'm not getting a lot of views per video. I wasn't gonna make 5 more videos of 2 views of this game and that game. I get where I'm like, ugh, I'm gonna take today off then. No one's watching. Different time zones though. I get like people across the world start watching me when I first get on, and they only can watch me till noon or 2. And then there's the kids getting home from school that can't watch till 4:30. And there's gonna be a dead zone at dinner time, and then late night. But late night falls off kind of early for most people, unless it's an adult, another actual gamer talking about what you should do is this, or like, you know what I mean? You know the difference when it's a gamer joining you later at night. But most of my broadcasts go dead 2 in the morning. Like, to try to broadcast a game from 2 in the morning till 5 in the morning live, good luck. Because the people that are on that time are gaming. They're not usually looking up. I wouldn't even call it a how to not be a noob on Fallout 76. The way I was running around all this junk in my house or in my junk stash box. I gotta call it a stash box. I call it a junk box for so long. I still need to do big improvements. I need to change my base to make it more functional. There's a lot of things I need to do as a level 50 player, as a level 5 to 8 player, uh, that need to change. I might put it in a video. It's gonna be a little gruesome. It's gonna be slow paced. It's gonna be me doing things like the build mode in general. There's a I hate to do that, like, we're on here and talk about a different game, but I did look up a video, right? And 2 friends, really good friends, they got each other to play 76. They said first that, oh, there's a community, in general, it's talked about there's a community on Fallout, right? And they're like, yeah, if you're in a public and you go to a public event, yes, you will see other people. But when you're doing this and they're doing that, and you look around at the map, there's random dots. There's 2 or 3 dots in a spot, but they're like, everyone's doing their own thing, this, that, and the other. There isn't really just random people like, yeah, I'll do that mission again with you. Like, you know what I mean? It's really not that much of a community. And they said without the community, that game would have been god awful if you didn't have, like, basically people are like, yeah, the game sucks and it's a struggle, and that's why they throw guns and ammo at you when you first come out the door, in a hopes that, like, yeah, they'll play 8 more hours off of that at least, some med kits or whatever, it'll maybe get them interested further. And then they're talking about the original quest, the original story, as Fallout was planned by writers, you know what I mean, before release, was that you come out of the vault and it's empty. There's no one here. You know what I mean? You go to that little base camp of the overseers and you go. Us talking to NPC people besides the robot guy, robots are old school, right? NPCs are new. NPCs were added because people felt like it was just this empty, vast world. Well, guess what? It's the end of the world and no one's around. There wouldn't be people just hanging around. Anyway, so they add the wayward in, and the women and other things that are human NPC to direct kids or other people. So the wayward was all DLC or later. People go and do the wayward quest first, and they're like, cool, cool, cool. There was an organized path. We do it and did this, and it gives them false expectations that the rest of the game will be like that. And the rest of the game is what we saw, where you do finally do an objective, and then tells you go halfway across the map, knowing that it costs caps. And if you're not doing public events and stuff, you didn't get them caps before this. You're actually new, so you're hiking. You know what I mean? Hiking all day, almost heavy, but with no weapon. Like, you're still heavy, but it's junk. You don't have perks, so you can't even make weapons, like decent weapons or anything like that. with your junk. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna need a plan for that. You're gonna need a plan. Where do you get the plan? Oh, fighting this boss. Well, how am I gonna fight the boss? With your fist, by yourself. Yeah. And like places like West Tech, you spawn in, they're already 100. Like, I don't know if you're like level 2 if they are, but yeah, they're level 100. Because that's where they spawn in the interior of that building. You know what I mean? Other things out in the world are organic or supposed to match you. Like if you're 20, you're gonna see a 22 to 24 enemy. That same enemy could be 70 to me because I'm 60. You know what I mean? And it figures out damages, percentages, and all that, and it does it. You know. Um. All right. So back on track. That the new missions and the old missions and the difference of what the game intended to do and then what they did do. They filled it with so many. So, all right, when we go to the airport or someplace and we clear out, maybe it's Summersville, maybe it's the first town you kind of clear out, right? It's full of super mutants. Um, there's a bald-headed NPC there, an older guy. But you go through the whole thing, there's no one left. There's no one to talk to. You have no clues except for recordings. You know what I mean? It's a dangerous place, void of humans and full of evil. You shoot your way through this whole room that's been taken over by the enemy. And you get to the last area where there's their crafting bench, you would say. And here's some old white guy, NPC. Hi there. And the guy making the video is like, it's kind of like a roller coaster ride. Like, ticket, please. You're still in line. You're still doing, you know what I mean? You talk to some NPC and nonsense, and they fill in basically void and blank that you didn't get from your notes, and you didn't read the hollows. And talking about old games, right? Where every recording you do listen to, it turns down like the fighting volume while you're listening to it. There's gunshots or stuff that you hear within the video because in this one they just go quiet. They go quiet for any kind of like slitting a throat or shooting. They just don't air the noise for some reason on the holotape. It's just silent. And then I can't believe you did that. You know what I mean? Um, but they're not any kind of number. There's not like this quest, like say A 1 through 7, B 1 through 4, C 1 through 5 of what you needed for holotapes as you're going through quest, you know what I mean, as you're doing stuff. And they could have come up with a bigger variant if 26 wasn't enough with the alphabet. Anyways, this is my own thoughts on taking in other people's thoughts on why Fallout was really bad in the very beginning. Backpack, guns, amount of junk you get, and why it's still bad because of that same story or mission, that things they couldn't fix. And then you look up like a 3-year-old bloody build that's really good, and you look up 6-8 months ago someone talking about this is the best bloody build I can do now, and you know, good thing that the game mechanic doesn't really punish you for death. Because this used to be a complete juggernaut. You couldn't die. And that same bloody build just isn't the same, you know. Um, different things, different things. That all right. So that person though, they were trying to do it. Two people side by side, and they were running into what we'd had. Oh, you don't have the proboscis, or you don't have that part. Like they literally said they walked into the same building, same time. He goes in. He has to fight. They both are fighting together through the area, and the one goes up and presses the button and starts a thing, and they show he literally laps in the other guy's video on his video down the corner, doesn't do anything, doesn't show anything for the other player until he goes and talks to that person, until he goes in and presses that button. That yes, people can kind of go with you, but none of the story, none of the missions have been made that assimilate that another player is doing it with you or for you, that one of the team players has that part of it under control. No, you have to touch everything for yourself as if you're going completely solo through this. They didn't have good programming on that. And they're talking about other solo games where you knowingly play solo, but there's other people in the world, right? And that you had better interactions where you could be a healer or a tank or a DPS for that person, even though you guys were completely solo. This is with your friends, and they still didn't. They try to have one guy make the armor and one guy do the guns. And the guy who had the guns also got like the lock picking, and the one who had the armor had the hacking. And there's like nothing to hack. And once you make your armor, you were good. And this guy was about screwed because every time he needed something, the other guy he had to like throw him resources, ask him what kind of mods he wanted on his gun, and then the other guy got to
Okay,
pick
this should be
open
about as
everything
simple as it gets. The
to the
store
point
knows
where he's
you're
like,
en
"Here,
route.
just take
As soon
these
as they
18
confirm
bobby
receipt of the
pins
parts,
because
they'll release the funds.
you're the lockpicker."
Standard.
And the other guy felt useless as the armor maker and the hacker. You know what I mean? You can't even like every person has to just switch in and out perks. He's like, it's as easy as every time you've killed an area full of area and you saw 3 lockpicking areas, put it on the lockpick, go back through that area, and then switch it back out. There's just so much. Sorry, viewers, if you're here to like learn about Grand Theft. We're talking about Fallout 76. Stuff that people know, or stuff that people don't even care because they don't play. But yeah, the Fallout first and the buying thing, there was literally still open lawsuits or other lawsuits that have went on in that as far as the whole pay to play. Uh, Even though they're not giving you any better armor or a better weapon, they're just literally helping you with this weight mechanic that they put in to frustrate you. Weight and storage. And buy stuff. Buy stuff for your camp. Buy cosmetic. Buy bundle. I think that's the reason why they made it easier for new players now with that backpack or armor, whatever we got handed when we first kind of come out. And why the two stories are so weird mixed, because I was almost thinking that myself about the whole void of everything, and then why is there people standing around and actual humans, not these droids that withstood everything and are still somehow work, you know? The droids would have to be solar powered and also like radiation resistant, or a way to take radiation from the world and make it kind of like a nuclear power plant within them. But they'd have to have solar or something else too, because if they're in a non-ratted area or in a non at night, like the duality. But I'm getting into droid mechanics that they don't even, I don't think, get into. So yeah, I don't want to take it. There's other things. We got to get further though. We honestly, I do want to keep going, you know. So yeah, did you ever get? Did you talk to that robot at the end there at the log cabin with all the parts? Did you have all the pieces and parts? Or were you still missing one of the animals, like a roach? So I think if it's the roach, you jump up on the building and you fall into the attic area, and there's one up in the attic space above you. But if you still have all the other stuff that I handed or you killed and got, that shouldn't have decayed while you were off. But once you get back on and play, that decay goes again. But I really do want to help you and help myself through that story. I don't want to get too far through the story because it's not like Outriders. I am not gonna like have as much fun going back through without all the little yellow dots reminding me what to do, where to go, if it's just on your screen, you know. And yeah, I mean all of its levels to go kill them and replayability. But there's only certain things that are replayable, like that one quest that we did with the bugs. Some of them are repeatable, other ones aren't. Honestly, though, there's people who explain stuff really good, right? And there's people who are really good at going along with you in battle. And the person we got is neither. We got someone who has some experience, but no patience. They don't mind handing you stuff, but they won't explain why or how it worked or what they did to. You know what I mean? So I've had to go to the internet like any random person, as if I don't have a trainer, someone higher to listen to, or also in the beginning I was like, man, I want to have full health so I can watch my health go down. You know what I mean? And knowing that even with my build, that if I want to go like XP farming, I would have to basically convert over to a slightly bloodied build anyways, even if my armor and my perks and none of that keeps me alive in that bloodied state. Um, you know what I mean? I still have to bring myself down into where nerd rage pops, and there's another one. You know what I mean? And also like night, doing it at night, having that. I remember he's like, "Oh, why do you want a card that only works half the time?" But no, having night, that's 50% of the time you're gaining more XP. You know what I mean? If you do have that night card on. So like everyone thinks about it differently. Oh, you don't need that. I'm not gonna have a lot of this ammo. You know what I mean? I don't really need that. And someone else is like, oh, I'm a heavy gunner, and all my other perks are for heavy gunner, and that's the only thing I do need is an ammo card. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone's got their own way of doing it. It's true. But one person telling you just do this way, it'll always be right, was absolutely terrible. And it's just because it's cookie cutter or easy, and it helps him because it supports his mutations and melee, and he doesn't like taking damage. You know what I mean? Even as far along as he is, and knowing the die mechanic is only for junk and he has no junk on him, in general, that's why Iceman joined us the other day, was because he was in a situation he didn't even feel completely comfortable with us two with what we had. Instead of doing anything to remedy any of that, his idea is bring somebody else that is like true tank or damage, and he can continue to just slowly swing his melee and say this will work and this is how I do it because I'm cheap. Also, I watched 3 different persons' videos on ammo anymore, and if you're not just blasting away at guns and you're only carrying like 2, maybe 3 different guns on you as far as ammo, as you so if you just have a shotgun and a 5.56, as you kill stuff with your 5.56, you'll be getting ammo for both of them. And if you switch over to the shotgun, you'll still continue to get ammo for both of them. The storage boxes that you get, you might get 308 or 45 in that, but you're gonna also get ammo for what you're doing. You know that they've changed some things since the way he's talking about it, and that if you're not blasting and you do have like was it Scrounger? Scrounger's good because that helps with the boxes and the looting. But yeah, a guy went out with 100 rounds of 5.56, and a different guy, he went out with just 100 rounds of 5.56, and his flamethrower had 500 gas, and he come home with 600 rounds, I think, of 5.56, and like 1,200 gas. Well, using them through the whole day battling. He just came home with more than he even left home with. He was precise, You know what I mean? He's using VATS. He's kind of doing a sneak build, like a sneak commando, even if it was a flamethrower involved in it. Different, you know, go stealthily as much as you can, kill things in their weakest points, heads or behind them, you know, and then when shit goes awry, back up and let them feed single file one by one to you instead of standing in the middle getting shot by everything. You know what I mean? And then it's just it was working because he only had to tick 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 the button on the flamethrower like three little ticks. It'd use 3 to 5 gas and you'd pick up 9 to 10 off of each single enemy. That you know what I mean? So, but yeah, I had to do my research and development kind of thing. I still need to look up one more thing, but that's I literally want to look up what medkits you do actually use, or what kind of players use what kind of meds, because some of them are for intelligence, some of them are for strength. You know what I mean? Um, what I want, when do I want it, and which ones do I almost never going to use until maybe very end game, and almost just sell for cap or put in my vending or weight. Right now, weight is keeping certain foods and certain medkits now that the ammo is out of there, you know? So, also don't necessarily just hold on to a bunch of legendaries, especially if it's stuff you probably wouldn't use. Like if you do melee and you have legendary melee, great. If you do machine gun and you're getting 4 or 5 of these machine guns that are legendary, great. Um, but you can only get rid of so many of them a day, and most end players, their armors and their weapons stash box is just full of legendaries that they have to try to remember that these ones I want to get rid of and these ones I want to keep because they're side by side. Your very favorite legendary and a bunch of other legendaries you're wanting to scrap, and that will take up your stash. There is no room for any of this other stuff: food, medkits, ammo, junk. It will be 70% guns and the rest armor, or you know, if you try to do like a 50 guns and 30 armor and a little bit of medkits and stuff sitting in there off to the side, fusion cores, because they don't go in the ammo storage for some reason. Yeah, it just trying to, well, I have your attention here, trying to catch you up on what I seen, what I heard, and still, you know, gonna be different when we sit down in game. But also the ammo isn't that bad. If you do get the super duper you need. But I know now where to get lead and where to get acid and alternative ways to get it besides the workbenches of actually just farming things that have acid and have lead. You know what I mean? Besides the workbench lead and acid grind, there's other ways. And so ammo isn't this big thing. This person also went from where they're making, I think it was 23 rounds. You know, they make 23 rounds, and then they switched their build up, and what was it? It was like 400 instead of 23. And so, you know, he's like, I could have made about 800 rounds, and instead he made it, and it was 12,000 or something, or you know, super duper is super important if you're making ammunition and do have a gun build. But also, like the other guys were saying, if you're not just completely feathering bullets out there into space and already dead stuff and walls, into cars, blown up cars, you know. But then also there's very crucial. They're like every time you're engaged with something big or a little horde that's around you, shoot one of the fucking cars over there because the 20 to 40 bullets that you would have used in one of them now just made that car a grenade to all of them. Every vehicle on here that's not already burning or completely rusted out will blow up. And it's like more than baseball grenade, which is more than a frag grenade. Yeah. Sorry, viewers, if you're really into Grand Theft or don't care at all about Fallout. I know my audio lapping is that, and this the Grand Theft is literally we did our dailies. We did our dailies. I did my bunker. I did my mixed goods. We're chilling. My acid's filling. That's all that matters to me. My acid is filling. I could do an auto shop car. There really isn't much. Bartender and the bike up at the clubhouse anymore. I wasn't doing the bartender, but anymore I try to do the bartender thing first because it brings you right back to that same clubhouse. And then when you leave out on the bike, it throws you out in the world away from the clubhouse. Sometimes it throws me right towards the G's Cash or towards my auto shop. Or me in my mind, anywhere in the city is like, okay, so I'll go to the auto shop next because there's only one bike and it's done. Hi, you want to come join me? You're gonna have to jump your own ass up here. Get up here. We'll get up here. So yeah, I want to play, and I know a few things we need to do, but there's so many parts to each thing we got to do, and some of this I literally have to wait till we're on to talk you through because you got to read it and see it. So the way we were playing around with the computer and the quizzes, those questions, most people don't do that to the end, but he was tired and that worked for him. Let's sit them down at the computer and then eat chips and get ready for bed, and you know what I mean. There's a bunch of places and a bunch of things that he could have explained, like, oh, the ones you're doing the test for in on the computer, don't do those until you find what you're actually going to do in the world. Luckily, I picked archery and athlete, and archery and athlete are two that out in the world are actually easy to do. Like the mammalist and other ones, hunter is the other one you pretty much do. You do hunter, artillery. Um, I think I don't know if I picked swimmer or medic. Anyways, when it gets to real world practice, we're gonna have to go do the real world shit, and then goddamn worry about that computer when we're all done. You know what I mean? For the ones that we actually did in real world, not sit there and try to get all that stuff. That's backwards. Literally is backwards. Just because they make you come talk to that guy and that computer is stationed there, literally everyone else went. I watched like the full, what they call quote quote full backpack, and some people are like, man, this took me 2 days. Someone was like, it took me a week. This other guy's like, you can do it and like you can probably do it quicker than this, but this is gonna take me about a half hour, right? But then all he does is fast travel, fast travel, fast travel everywhere. Spend probably 300 caps fast traveling around instead of walking, or you know what I mean. And yeah though, because he knew what to do. He's played before. Where to go, get this, bam, get that, boom. You know, they make you go all across the map. That's the idea of this game. Is no convenience in travel. That's what they want with that game. When you first start doing the overseer stuff, when we go back and go to do that, they're gonna kind of put stuff in a line for a little bit, but then it starts getting all bouncy. Um, Charleston, the guy had it in his own recording. He's over off to the you know, one's level 9 and one's level 10, right? And he has that recording. I feel like we're gonna be coming back here again for Key Quest later, and then here they are 86 and 92 or something, and they're back in the same place, and he plays the recording, and he kind of zooms in at them down there at 9 and 10, and then zooms back out to the same room. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're gonna be coming back here for Key Quest. And he's like, well, I was right. We'll be fast traveling back here at least 4 times to get this one part of this done. And each time they make you leave and make you go do other things, find this, help this person. But we'll be returning here. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck. Some place you just stumble through early on. It's like, oh yeah. And then later it's like center of something, you know? Sorry, I'm not trying to deter you. I'm just like the good and the bad. And there is community. There is people who help you on there. Uh, I think there's got to be like ways like Discord, Reddit to find players. I would love to talk to like 2 or 3 different people. I don't know if there's any machine gun builds that aren't bloodied. Like machine gun, grenader, big heavy guys that run around in power armor all day. I think about all that is bloodied, which means kind of juggernaut, or you really can't kill them even though they have low health. Where a full health build is my health bar is there, and I have to actively stim and watch it. And when I do get ratted, now I'm not used to having 100 health because I have 300. You know what I mean? And yeah, sometimes cleaning yourself of the rads and that to be full health, you just suppressed all your mutations. You know what I mean? I've done that before. Just suppress your mutations if you try to get rid of, I think, 900 rads got rid of, and anyway, um, yeah. But if you have health, it relies on you being full health and rejuvenated, like full food, full water, happy, truly happy, even though you're in the middle of this, you know, battle. All right, Jay. You have a good one. Get some rest. Talk to you tomorrow. What's that? Hell yeah. Yep. I'm ready to show you that one too. All right. Have a good night at work. Of course he would shoot the car. Stupid fuck. Such is a Grand Theft Auto world, where they sit at a red light. It was red. I don't think it was green. Then turn when you're about to pass by them. You're gonna drive up the sidewalk. Oh, this guy's gonna turn right in front of me. And then because I used the horn or because I hit the car, he wasn't happy. And then he shoots, they all start shooting. Whole fucking block. I don't know if you're supposed to swear or not on here, honestly. I always have. I just speak, and I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to edit yourself out. I've never bleeped any of this.
Whatever.
Lot of fucking mojados y no tantos these days. Far out, man.
So sorry guys, these daily dealers and all that happened early on. By the time I made it to the auto shop or started talking about Fallout later on, this is just chilling with my friend, catching him up on some stuff or what I've seen and heard. But I would really, I'm good. I did my dealers and that. I'm good today. I'm not gonna sit here and make a million and a half. I made that 460 easy. Really should say go to my nightclub, but I only had 50,000 in that, so we did do the popularity. I'm out of here. I'm gonna get off of this. Find something else to play. That didn't even save outfit. I don't even know. Alright, when in doubt.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Hey, man, what's up?
Oh, you know what? What time is it?
Think about hanging out with that girl, Amber.
Oh, this might not be the best place to do it with the airport police. The airport police are brutal. I just thought of something though. The O was me literally just remembering something, yes. Oh yeah, we're getting you. This lane. Yes.
Oh, shit! Ah! Ah! Stop! Oh!
Oh.
You fucker! Holy moly! Whoa!
Some loser with a gun wanting to be a hero. Score! Four more.
Easy. Ah! Whoa! Come on, I gotta move! Fight me, man! Jesus! Ah! Fuck this. Shit! That shit ain't real! Fucking bitch! Ah! Asshole! Raise them now! What did you do? Police business! Move, goddammit! Motherfucker! Wow! Oh no! Hey! You owe me 20 bucks. What's going? Oh! Ah!
Yeah. Yeah, received. I'm not grabbing that out either. That's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. There's a really good frame here. Bam, bam. Yeah. Alright guys, thank you for watching this broadcast. That's gonna be it for today. That was Daily Dealers and some money making. Thank you to all my return viewers that come to any of my videos regardless of the content. I appreciate you guys. You make this worthwhile. I need to have viewers. Alright. Thank you to all those who have subscribed, liked, and watched my videos. And continue to broadcast and continue to put out content, different games, and Grand Theft Auto Daily. Stay tuned for other broadcasts.